A request to make arrangements for white nationalist leader Richard Spencer to appear at Ohio State University has now turned into a demand.
An attorney for associates of Spencer say the university has until Friday to approve the request or face a federal lawsuit. NBC4's Ted Hart live on campus tonight. And Ted, you spoke with the attorney earlier today.
Yeah, and Mike, this is not just an issue for Ohio State. A similar threat has been made against the University of Cincinnati, and a lawsuit has already been filed against Michigan State University. And facing a similar threat, the University of Florida agreed to allow Richard Spencer to speak on that campus next week. Richard Spencer has become a leading voice in the white nationalist movement. He organized the August rally in Charlottesville, Virginia that turned violent and deadly. Attorney Bristow says Ohio State's handling of a request to allow Spencer to speak on campus has been discriminatory.
All people have a right to freely express their views, and no one has a right to engage in a so-called heckler's veto to shut down the marketplace of ideas.
Ohio State says its standard review process includes full consideration as to whether the space rental request can be accommodated without substantial risk to the safety of our students, faculty, staff, and guests. There's little doubt that an appearance by Spencer would create a charged atmosphere on campus.
I feel that would kind of be a huge jab if Ohio State just allowed that. You know, I think Ohio State has to take into account the interest of the students.
While I disagree with everything that Mr. Spencer stands for, I do believe in the First Amendment strongly, and as a public university, we should grant him some kind of medium to speak.
And Attorney Bristow says Spencer simply wants to share his message and can't control how others react to his appearance.
The university cannot discriminate against them because people find their speech to be offensive and threaten violence at these functions.
And some legal experts say an actual threat of violence gives a university a little more standing to deny the request, but more vague concerns about the potential for violence, they say, are not likely enough to say no. Live on campus, Ted Hart, NBC4.
Thanks so much, Ted. We'll continue to follow this story for you as the deadline gets closer. For any updates, stay with NBC4 as well as online at NBC4i.com.